What's up, everyone? This is James Quilting, and welcome to the second video in our self-liquidating offer series. And I hope you really enjoyed the supplement SLOs that I went over in the first video. If you haven't seen that, go back and watch that, because that's going to give you the foundation of what we're doing through this series. So today we are going to be covering the keto supplement SLO funnels. And again, because keto is really popular right now. So if you have a keto product, or even if you don't have a keto product, you could still capitalize on the keto trend that's going right now. So I'm going to show you some examples, kind of give you some ideas on what you can do and apply to your business. But for those of you that this is the first time, okay, this was the framework that I went over, that I had found going through a bunch of different SLO offers, and I came up with this SLO formula. And it always starts with the target market. They always had some sort of free cheat sheet that brought it into your world, and they had a generic information product. Then they had a done-for-you program, and these were the items that actually self-liquidated. And then on the very back end was the product or service, your network marketing product or service. And then you had the sales funnel that pulled this all together, that brought people through. And then you had your follow-up system, because obviously not everyone's going to buy right off the bat. And so you want to have some sort of process in place so that you can follow up with them and then eventually get them to buy. All right. So we went over the supplement SLOs, and so today we're going to go over the keto supplement SLO funnel. And before we get into that, I wanted to share with you that I didn't get a chance to do with the supplement funnel. I thought that it was really important. Kind of give you a little bit of a backstory. This is what actually got me into the fitness arena. This started me on my path as a fitness trainer, fitness business owner, and a fitness expert. But more so than that, this was the process that all of you are trying to do with your business. And that's why I wanted to share this with you, to give you a little bit more of a foundation before we jumped into the keto supplements, okay? Because it's absolutely brilliant, and it goes right along with what I did in the first video. So let's just jump into it really quick, okay? So just to give you a quick backstory. So back in the 90s, Bill Phillips, he was the owner of EAS at the time. And EAS was Experimental Applied Sciences, and it was a supplement company. And he had a magazine, which was Muscle Media 2000. Right? And he had this idea of bringing bodybuilding mainstream, all right? Because at that time, bodybuilding was only for people who were competing in the bodybuilding competitions, the Mr. Olympias, so the Arnold Schwarzeneggers, the Lou Ferrignos, all of those guys, that was, it was only for the people that were in that sport. Well, excuse me, Bill Phillips had, turned his life around from the principles that he learned from bodybuilding, right? And so he wanted to be able to share that on a much bigger scale. He wanted to take it out of the garage backdoor, gyms, which was only, like an exclusive club for people that were just competing in bodybuilding competitions. So he wanted to bring it mainstream, right? So he had this idea of doing a body transformation contest. And at this time, nothing like that has ever happened. And what was amazing about this process was because this was before social media. This was before the internet was a big thing. Direct mail and TV and radio were still the big ways for you to promote your product and your services. Well, he had this magazine, okay, and it was Muscle Media 2000, and this was the original cover when he announced this challenge. And the funny thing was that the prize was his personal red Lamborghini, right? And so he was going to, the winner was going to get his Lamborghini, free and clear. And all the competition was it was a 12-week competition. You can enter for free. And at the end of it, you were going to submit your before and after pictures, and you would write, a little essay on what you learned, through this whole process. And he left everything up to the applicants. There was no, hey, you have to do this, you have to do that, right? And then he was going to pick the best physique. Now, the cool thing was that when he got down to, I believe it was the last 10 finalists, he did something that was just totally out of the blue. He couldn't decide on picking just one. So what he did was he decided to have 10 co-champions, right? And let me see if I can pull this up right here. No, here it is. And it was the 10 co-champions, right? So he actually sold his Lamborghini. They all got Corvettes and stuff like this. But this was the original champions, and this is what started, right? And that was the backstory. But the cool thing was this. This is what I wanted to show you guys, was because I actually came upon this in a magazine, and it was the second year that he was running it. Okay, and the process was that you could enter for free. All you had to do was you had to call up. You had a 1-800 number. You would give them your name and your address, and they would send you a transformation packet in the mail, right? Which was something along this lines. Let me pull this up for you, right? Watch what Bill Phillips is doing. Watch this process, right? It was a free transformation for you to change your body, right? You got a really cool prize, which was originally it was a Lamborghini, but at that time it was a $25,000 modeling contract if you were chosen as one of the 10 finalists. You got a free Corvette. You got an exclusive EAS body transformation champion ring, and you also got a cool leather jacket, champion jacket, right? What is all this doing? Elevating status. And so you would send in for this packet, okay? And your transformation packet basically just went over all of the rules, okay? And let me just see it. Okay, so this was in 2008. This was the earliest one that I could actually find. So anyway, so it would go over, hey, this is how you fill out. It would go over the rules. Here's some Q&As, right? It went over some basic, nutrition. Remember, it's guiding you so you could do your own thing. He's not forcing anything on you, but what is he doing? What is his product? It's not the body transformation. It is his supplements. That was the whole point of him doing this. He wanted to bring bodybuilding to mainstream, but he wanted to build his company EAS, right? And so you're going over the nutrition, right? Here's the money part. Here in this packet, he has his previous champions, right? And this is their sample meal plan and their sample supplements that they take. You want to win that you want to win $25,000. Oh, and it was also a $50,000 cash prize. So if you got selected for just working out for 12 weeks, you got $50,000 cash. You got a $25,000 modeling contract. You got a Corvette free. You also got a ring and a jacket. Those were the prizes, and those for 10 finalists, right? And you didn't have to pay anything. It was free to enter. But what is he doing? All of the champions, they were all taking his supplements. They were all taking his plans. I saw this, and at that time, what got me interested was because I was going through a divorce with my first wife. She had left. We had a 13-month-old girl at the time, and she got custody of her. I was, in the military, and I was stationed in Montana. She had moved back to Florida. So, I was devastated. I didn't get to see my girl, my daughter. My wife had left, and so I was like at the lowest of the low. And then, this transformation comes around. I'm like, what's this? Oh, wow. Because it spoke to me. Once again, what did I talk about? The very first thing, target market. He was hitting a pain and a need, in me. I wanted to elevate my status. I wanted, to get my confidence back because I had been completely destroyed by, what had happened, with my failed, marriage. And I'm like, I could do this. Oh my God, I could win a modeling contract. I could get $50,000. It would elevate my status. It would boost up my confidence. And, it would show that my wife my ex was, and I was, a little bit shallow back then, but, my main motivation was to show her that, she made such a big mistake, leaving. Okay. I'm just laying that out there. That was my motivation, but I was really hurting. Right. And I was in bad shape, physically and emotionally. And this was something that, spoke to me. It's like, I can do this. And look what he did. He laid out the plan. He's like, awesome. 12 weeks. I could do that. And what did I end up doing? I ended up ordering these supplements. But here's the kicker. So you would send in for this. This was what solidified it for me. Okay, Drew Avery was one of the original grand champions. Bill Phillips sent out and he mailed this because it was all direct mail at that time. Drew, his exact plan on what he did. Where have you seen this before? Russell Brunson, 30days.com, right? What would you do if you lost everything? How would you get your $1 million, back, in like, 30 days? Remember that process? I hate to tell you that, but Russell Brunson didn't come up with it. And the marketer that, he actually got that idea from didn't come up with that. Bill Phillips actually is the one that pioneered that, and he probably got it from somebody else, but this was what got me into it, right? He sent this out, and this was Drew Avery, who was the original champion. It was like 30 pages or something like that. Drew has actually updated this, so it didn't have everything, and I actually gave my paper copy away to my cousin. I need to get that back from him. But anyway, I found it online as a digital copy. But what I wanted to go over this was just Drew's exact process of what he did and how he changed his body and what was the things that he did to become a grand champion. And he starts with his story, right? How he prepared for where he was, and going through here. Look at this, his exact training program. He went over, here's his training program. He went over his nutrition program. But this is what did it for me. And he's changed this out, but I wanted to show you something here. He goes over his supplementation, right? And again, Bill Phillips had Drew Avery do this. He was in a modeling contract. So this was some of the things, obviously Drew was getting a lot of attention, but what was Bill doing? He was utilizing the transformation story of one of his grand champions. What did he do? He got EAS supplements. He got this whole routine, and he became a grand champion to sell his supplements, right? Okay, so anyway, this is one of the original pictures, but what Drew did was what was coined the EAS Super Shake, which was actually 3 products. It was a protein, it was a meal replacement protein that was mixed with creatine, and there was like another like fat burner. And he mixed that all together, and he talks about this in this process. And he had these shakes 3 times a day, and then he had his 3 meals, right? And that was what he used. And then he goes over, specific nutrition, and then he goes over his specific training routine. And these were when he was selected as champion. These are some of the photos that they took. But at the end, look, he talks about how he was chosen, and it was one of the greatest days of his life. Look, this is the jacket, this is the ring. You show him, and only the champions, got this exclusive, jacket. But I read that, and I'm like, that's the plan. I can do that. And you know what? I started, buying EAS supplements, and I started my transformation. And I was paying $250 to $300. Bill Phillips never asked me once to buy supplements. I did it on my own, and he led me through this process, even without the internet, without a sales funnel. It was all, through, direct mail. And that was what got me on this journey. And I share that with you is because this is how you can use this same process to capitalize on your business. You're selling a supplement, whether it be keto, whether it be essential oils or something like that. That's the process. But you can use the same strategy that Bill Phillips used, and the same strategy that I showed with Joe Marion, to get people to buy your supplements. It's always on the back end. The people that are not successful are the ones that are promoting their products on the front end. Does that make any sense, you guys? Okay, and anyway, so that I wanted to share that with you is because Bill Phillips never once pitched me on his supplements. Not once. There was no sales letter. There was nothing. It was all just documenting the journey of what these champions had done, right? And then just like the 30days.com, what you saw with ClickFunnels, what Russell Brunson did was exactly what Bill Phillips did with Drew Avery, and that was what sold me. And and I was a loyal customer of EAS supplements for about 3 or 4 years before Bill Phillips sold the company, and then it all went, the quality went down, and I stopped taking it. But I kid you not, I would give up, anything else, but I wouldn't give up my supplements. He sold me on it. I was indoctrinated. 300, you didn't even have to. And I know a lot of us are maybe selling a package that's 130, maybe a little bit more, and we're trying to figure out how do we sell that. This is the exact process. Okay. All right, so let's get into some keto funnels. And I thought that was important, and I just to give you a little bit of backstory, just to show you that if you do this right, that you can get people to buy your stuff without you actually pitching it. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and get back into this. All right, so let's go to let me get rid of this. And where is our first? It's going to be our first one. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is the Fit Mom Tribe Keto, okay? And this is Heather Hooker. I hope I said that right. Yes. Okay. Whew. And so she has a blog, right? And she has the Fit Mom Tribe, and so she is selling keto supplements. Okay. So she has a free keto ebook, right? So you click on her keto ebook. Whoops. Hold on a second. Where's the keto ebook? And man, the internet's running really slow. Apologize for that, you guys. Okay, so here's her landing page, right? The Ultimate Keto Guide for Beginners. So you go and you click on here. Obviously, you get onto her list, and I've already put that in. I got her list, and so you get this guide, right? And it is Welcome to the Keto Life, explaining how to do it. Everyone is into keto, but most of the people don't know what they do, or they're just following like what's on Instagram or whatever. So she has positioned herself as an expert, and helping those people that want to get started with keto but really don't know how. And so this is what's bringing her in. Okay, how does she self-liquidate herself? Well, let's go ahead and look through it. Obviously, she's promoting her blog and her YouTube channel. She has a Pinterest page. This is the ebook that is sent to you. This is what's money, guys. This is what's so cool. Look, and she has videos guiding people through, going through here, just explaining the fundamentals of the ketogenic diet, right? Okay, we're coming. Hold on. Wait for it. Wait for it. This is so cool. Wait, this was cool. Here it is. What is she selling? Ketones. Oh my Lanta, look at that. And she's doing it in a way just like Bill Phillips did, very soft sell. She's not coming at you with, hey, you need to buy these products, you need to buy these products. She's coming at it through the same process that Bill Phillips did back in the 90s without the internet, right? And he built a multi-million-dollar company with no affiliates, with no network marketers, nothing like that. He did it all with through his body transformation, and just sharing the stories of the champions that went through that process, right? So anyway, you click on here. Go ahead, yes. And where are we going? Where are we going? Come on. Here we go. Here we go. What is she selling? Ketone samples, Keto OS, right here. And you can go ahead and you can order. You click on right here, and that was what I pulled up like right here. Here's, where is it? There, here's your order page. Boom. You have the little campfire video that, going back to it. Where is it? Oh, sorry guys. Anyway, go back to the campfire video, right? Explaining what the ketones are. And here you go. You can get your ketones, right? And now there's the sales process. And that's a perfect, SLO, because you have your lead magnet that is upselling people into your original product, right? Now, she didn't have any big programs, but let's go to the next one, okay? And this was Keto Resource. And so this is another blog, but she has a shopping list, right? So you go ahead, and I got this pulled up. Let me pull this up here. Cool. You get a keto shopping list. Now, she doesn't have any supplements in here or anything like this, but in the email sequence, she upsells you onto her keto program, right? But what I would do with this is that you could do something like this. Is a very simple way. Is not only do you have your proteins and your fats and your carbs, but then you also have your supplements, right? Very simple, very easy, boom. And then obviously you have that follow-up system where you're continually sending emails to get people, providing value and showing them the benefits of not only the keto, but also whatever supplements you have to be selling, right? Okay, let's go on to the next one. This is another one. Okay, this is a cool one. So the Keto Summit, this person, she's actually offering a 28-day keto meal plan. Now, I'll kind of do this a little bit differently, but we'll just go through and let me just share this with you really quick. So she's giving away a free 28-day keto meal plan. So when you go ahead and you opt in, this is the next page that brings you to. And now she's upselling you on her keto, here it is, the keto food or cookbook bundle, right? And she's selling it for like $39. So she gives you the free 28-day. Then she upsells you on the bundle, right? And then let me see, let me pull up her 28-day. Where's that? Yep, here it is. Okay, so inside her free ebook, that 28-day, excuse me, the 28-day meal plan, she has her cookbooks that she's upselling, dessert cookbooks, that food bundle that that you saw, before, and in here. And she has, the different weeks. I personally, I wouldn't go 28 days. I wouldn't give that away. That's too long for, when I mean by too long, that's a great program, but I would take that 28-day, that would be your main program, right? So let's take this, for a minute. So she was giving away a 28-day free keto meal plan, right? Let me get back up to the beginning. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So she's giving away this 28-day meal plan, right? Very simple, very easy. This would be your main product. So this is how I would structure this. This is me personally, right? Going back to our framework, okay? So target market, let's just say you're targeting stay-at-home moms, okay? And and so your free cheat sheet would be quick meals to keep your kids healthy and to have the whole family lose weight or something like that, right? Really simple, really easy, okay? The generic information product would be that 28-day program. And I wouldn't label it as a 28-day meal plan. I would label it as a 28-day keto stay-at-home mom transformation program, right? Sell it again, you sell that $39, right? And the free cheat sheet could be like, your first day of eating, or like I said, it would be a shopping list, for your family or your kids. All right. The done for you program would be the actual meals in that 28-day program, the exact step-by-step, do it day 1, day 2, day 3, right? Very simple, very easy. And then inside that program, just like you saw with Joe Marion, guess what? That's your products. That's the supplements that you're selling, right? Whether it be keto supplements, whether it be essential oils or any type of supplement, guys, it's just part of your program. Now, the big thing is that now I know that there's people that are in the company that you're in that's had phenomenal results. All you got to do, reach out to them, right? Get their testimonial. What did you do? All right, I just need to, do you have a before and after picture? Okay, what kind of results did you get, right? Interview them, whatever. And then that's what you're emailing to these people. Just like Bill Phillips did with his transformation, champions. The same exact thing that got me into this path that I'm at. And I've been in this health and wellness business for well over 15 years. And it all started with that Body for Life transformation. It all started with that article in that Muscle Media. It all started with that 30-page booklet that was written by Drew Avery. If I had not seen that, guys, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be the health expert, and I wouldn't have gone down this health path. I wouldn't have built a business, fitness training. I wouldn't have been here, but it was all because of that one thing. So, that one story, this would fuel your SLO, right? And then you got the sales process, whether it be a blog or direct mail. I think it's a lot faster, utilizing the internet. So I use ClickFunnels, using it through your sales funnel. And then you have your email follow-up system, which you're continually emailing with them. Because back in the day, Bill Phillips, they had people that would call their coaches just to kind of check in on us where our progress was, if we had any questions. And then he would also send mailers. Now, obviously, you had a big company and a little bit bigger budget. You don't have to do mailers because we have email, right? We have the internet. It's so much easier now. And then you're selling them up, on your program, right? So that's all that I got for you guys. Those are the 3 keto SLO funnels. I kind of wanted to pick a wide range of funnels or processes that people are out there to give you some ideas. And I definitely wanted to go back to show you the backstory on I think is the original SLO, which is what Bill Phillips did. And that's what got me to where I am here today. And it's so many people on the path of health and wellness. And it was really simple. You just take that process and you apply it. Just like, I laid out for you, you apply this and you get your product on the back end. Does that make any sense, guys? I hope that you got some value out of this. I really look forward putting this together for you. And so the next one, I'm going to be going over the SLO that I'm putting together for me and my team. All right, that's all I have for you guys. I'm going to see you in the next video. All right, bye-bye.